Hello, Patreon members. This is Monica with the Lynx Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us over here on my Patreon page. This reading is for all zodiac signs covering the next 30 days, leading us forward. Thanks again for being here. This is a lot of fun. I'm really excited about extending over here. If you have any suggestions or ideas of types of readings that you would like, feel free to comment below. We're jumping right in here with the Power of Surrender cards. Let's see what the collective needs to surrender the most right now. I feel like I want to get 3 of these. All right. We have surrender, defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And that can surely be a challenge sometimes, can it? Just hearing someone out, staying centered. Maybe sometimes we need to simmer down a little bit if this has triggered some anger or passion, right? Maybe it has triggered our convictions. And then when we're in a place to give a non-defensive response, do it then. Oops, I just bunked my little lynxy cub. I think he's okay there. All right, so let's get another one. What does the collective need to surrender at this time? Oh, this is a big one. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. That's the tough part. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. And the other thing that can do is the desired outcome, that's something we've been focused on, right? But the outcome might be even better than that or different than that. And we don't want to shut that out if we're too stubborn and we're saying, no, I want it to happen. This is what I want, and this is how I want it to happen. There could be something better. God, Spirit, however you pray, may be bringing you something even better. Like it's often suggested that we pray for such and such or something better, right? Well, we don't want to shut ourselves out from that something better. So surrender your attachment to results. Okay, so do everything you can and then let go. Okay, oh, we're going to get 3. Hang on. Let's move that down a little bit. No, we can't see the candle. Hang on. Bear with me. This is my first Patreon reading, although I do a lot of readings in general. Just want to be able to see the candle. Okay, I see a little flame there, so I'm happy with that. And very nice. We have surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Very nice. So you're like leading by example, cultivating your inner peace. And this needs to become a daily practice so that it just comes as second nature. Others may follow your lead. And what I was getting all of a sudden for some reason is that house cleaning, right? If you have a cluttered house, just start doing your part and it will rub off on other people that live in the house. And I bet they'll follow in your footsteps. It's kind of an unspoken thing. I've done this before. I've said for months, like this place needs to be straightened up. We need to spring clean. We need to do a deep cleaning. And I'm talking about it and, telling others how to do it and to do their thing when I'm not really doing my thing. I used to do this with my daughter all the time when she was growing up. And then I would just start cleaning and I would notice she was doing the same thing. All of a sudden her room was clean. So that kind of thing, like lead by example, create a peaceful environment for yourself, and anyone else who lives there may do the same. And also, if you have pets like we do, we have a lot of cats. If you have cats or dogs or whatever, clean up their toys. Let them have their toys. Please, please, please let them have their toys because they need that. They need that stimulation. But put them away or maybe leave certain things out. And like before you go to bed, just like with a toddler, you would have your toddler learn how to put their toys away and help them do it, of course. But with your animals, they're not going to put their toys away. But put their toys away at night and then take them back out in the morning so that they're not all scattered all over the house all of the time. Then they're just there. They just kind of become like furniture. They're just there and they're no longer serving their purpose. And it's a lot more fun when you take them out later, like your dogs and cats. And I say guinea pigs too a lot of times. Bunny rabbits. We have a bunny rabbit in the family. My daughter and her boyfriend have a bunny. And I love to bring her new things and she thoroughly enjoys it. So stuff like that. And then you take her out to hop around their house. They take her out to hop around the house sometimes and put a little special thing out for her. So changing the environment, cleaning up after, so that those special things are special when they're brought out or offered. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense. Now, how about we go over here to the Mystical Wisdom deck? What else for the collective? I'm really excited about starting this Patreon page. I have one person on the waiting list at the time of this reading, but I feel a good vibe about Patreon. So please do feel free to comment and be a part of this little community over here. Okay, so what do we have from Mystical Wisdom? Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. Beautiful. And these messages aren't confined to the next 30 days. This changes over the next 30 days if we're open to them leading us forward. We have Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. Yes, it is time to live life to the fullest. Appreciate the little things, enjoy the little things, take time to smell the roses. Okay, and self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. It might be time to do your own thing. It might be time to pull away from a family dynamic or a friendship dynamic. Maybe you've been spending too much of your free time with friends and there's stuff you want to do on your own. You're thinking about it when a friend texts you and says, hey, can you go out or come to this party or whatever? And you're thinking, oh, I was going to do something. I was going to read a book. I was going to, learn how to make this new meal or something like that. But you feel like you can't say no. It's time to say once in a while, it's time to say, I have other plans tonight, but thank you for the invitation. I appreciate the invitation. Don't forget me next time because, I might want to come, that kind of thing. Just take that time. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to honor your own time and do what you want with your own time. Don't be afraid you're going to lose friends. If someone can't respect that, that's very telling about that friendship, right? And it doesn't mean that you're never going to accept invitations anymore. It just means once in a while you're going to be busy doing what you want to do, and you don't need to make up excuses. Always be honest. Always be honest. Don't make excuses like, oh, I have to babysit. Like oh, I'm obligated to something else, or I'd rather be with you. No, be honest. I'm obligated to me. I was going to, try this new recipe tonight and just chill out with some fun shows, People who we call our friends should understand that and respect that. All right, so this is the Tarot of the Owls. This is my first time using this deck for others. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've used it for myself and a couple of readings for people I know personally, but I have not used this online for YouTube or Patreon, obviously. Okay, so we have the Moon. I love the Moon card in this deck. It's so beautiful. I love the blues and the contrast. I feel like there's some hidden blessings and surprises. This is here with the Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. There's a miracle manifestation coming your way. Open your heart to this. Okay. And we have, the King of Pentacles. So this could have to do with financial security, a new opportunity. This could have to do with like a banker or a mortgage broker, someone approving a loan for you. This could have to do with property, security, lasting security, established money. Okay, this is about, with live life to the fullest, this is about, you know, enjoying what you have rather than just hoarding and being afraid, about enjoying what you have. I'm not talking about spending money frivolously or anything like that, but like if you've been working too much, it's time to take a break and enjoy everything you worked so hard for. You know, enjoy your house or your land or whatever it is. I'm picturing a workspace. Someone has a beautiful like garage or workshop, and it's time to take advantage of that space for your hobby or whatever it is that you like. At first I was thinking about woodworking, so that could be for some of you listening. And then all of a sudden I pictured an antique car. Or a jet ski, or a boat, or a race car, or a motorcycle, like that kind of thing. I feel like you've had something like stored away that you have not been enjoying. So in a safe way, if it's any of those things I just listed, please be safe. It's time to enjoy. Maybe you've been wanting to convert a garage or, you know, like a carriage house or something like that that might be on your property into an art studio. All right, so let's see. Self-reliance is being clarified by the Hermit. Yeah, time to take some time to yourself. Your spirit will be cleansed when you take time to yourself. I'm noticing the lantern that this owl is holding, and it's like, again, like I was saying before, lead by example with like the house cleaning thing and getting rid of clutter. Lead by example. So it's like you're holding this lantern even though you're doing something on your own or you're taking time out, being the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo too, or you could be a Virgo. We've got Pisces here with the moon. That said, I feel like someone really looks up to you. You are a guiding light for them. And the way in which you are a guiding light is by leading by example. But you're doing this thing for yourself, though. But someone else is realizing, wow, you know, this person really, you know, I want to be more like this person. Like you're setting a good example for someone. And that's with self-reliance. So let me show you these together. Just see if looking at these together helps you. Self-reliance and the Hermit. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So you're doing something for you, which in turn becomes you being a guiding light for someone else. Okay, so let's get another row of clarifiers. So you guys, I feel a lot more chill doing readings here on Patreon. On YouTube, I feel like I need to talk too fast. And I guess because of the nature of social media, you know, people's attention spans aren't that great, and you know, they feel like they have to get everything in all at once before they lose someone's attention. And I feel like here I can just take a deep breath and speak more at the speed and tempo that's comfortable for me. I do love YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I love YouTube. I love putting videos up on YouTube, but I'm already noticing a different energy reading for my Patreon members. Okay. I just got this weird feeling, like this happens sometimes when I'm doing readings because I close the blinds and curtains and everything and use my studio lights, and sometimes like it seems like it's dark outside, but it's not. And I'm not totally closed in. There's some natural light coming in, but I'm like, what's going on out there? And then, you know, when I'm done doing my readings and close down the studio, take down the lights and everything and open the curtains back up, I'm like, oh wow, the sun's out. And I kind of got that Hermit feeling when I thought of that. Like, you're just kind of needing to be in your own little world for a little while. Not forever. Because there's need for some soul healing here, some soul quieting the mind. And there's very strong wisdom too. Very strong wisdom energy with that card. All right, so let's get another row here. Okay, so we have the Angel of Miracles, the Moon, and the Eight of Wands. So some fast change that's going to start during this time period. A lot of communications too. So this is why we need that quiet time with the Hermit card. And this is where some of these manifestations and surprises come through with this moon energy. Stuff you don't really see right now. You may have an idea something's there, but you don't know exactly what. So with the Angel of Miracles here, open your heart to these miracles and expect them because it's happening. Okay, and we have the Four of Pentacles. This is about financial stability, but you may not believe that you're financially stable, but the King of Pentacles says that either you are or you will be. You will be becoming financially stable. You will have the security that you're searching. If you already have financial security, this message here with live life to the fullest is saying, again, like I said before, enjoy what you've worked hard for. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't just leave everything sit there. You know, maybe turn that garage into a studio, or, you know, convert that farmhouse into something that you would really like, a space that you would really like and, you know, like being in and find peace being in. All right, self-reliance and the Hermit. Wow, it's being clarified by the Death card. So this is going to provide a huge transformation for you. The Death card could also symbolize Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio. So we have Virgo and Scorpio. So this is a change in your life. You are in this metamorphosis right now. And I feel like you're at peace with it. The Hermit energy is just really strong to me. I also want to show you the self-reliance card. So we've got self-reliance, the Hermit, and the Death card. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So this change, this is what this big change is all about. You're going your own way for a while. You're taking time to yourself. You're going your own way. It doesn't mean that you're not interacting with others, but you're letting go of attachments and you're honoring inner peace. And this is going to transform your life. It's kind of like you have reached this threshold and you're like, all right, you know, I've raised all of my kids, or they've graduated college, they're out of the house or something like that. I need to find something for me rather than always finding someone else to take care of. So that's for somebody listening, not everyone. I'm kind of wishing I had another deck here because I feel like I want some closing messages. So you know what? I'm just going to grab this Mystical Wisdom deck. Get one last card from here for a closing message for the collective. What else does everyone need to hear? And remember, with that Death card energy, it means there's always new beginnings. We may need to close the door on something of the past, but there's a new door that we need to walk through. Okay, that's our present and our future. Okay, and we have the Dragon. Discover your courage. Yeah, so know that you have the courage to do this. This isn't your first rodeo, okay? You've learned a lot. Know that you've gained this wisdom. You've gained this knowledge. Don't be afraid of these beautiful surprises coming your way, okay? That moon energy, that moon manifestation is really strong. I do happen to be reading this during the full moon, but you could come to this at any time. I'm just, letting you know. Dragon, discover your courage. This is going to take you really far, and you're going to realize that you have grown and learned so much more on your journey than you realized. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please check out my YouTube readings that you haven't yet seen. They're all timeless. Some of those readings have dates on them, but they're still intended to be timeless. So check those out. I'm going to try and post on here very regularly. So check back, and I will see you again soon.